Welcome back. I'm Jarrett Carpenter, and this is More Than Blockchain. And on this BitPod, we're going to check out an interview that Jack Mallers, the CEO of Strike, recently had on Fox Business. And the reason why we're going to check it out is I want to see if you also feel that towards the end of the interview, the interviewer, Charles, was actually trying to kind of usher Jack to stop talking. Was it the end of the segment? Did they need to transition to something else in business? Or was Jack starting to say things that maybe Fox doesn't want to stand behind? Maybe Fox is interested to hear about Bitcoin as a new asset, but maybe Fox doesn't want to hear all of Jack's other opinions about government debt. But let me know what you think. Let's check out the clip.
So what do you see? What's the future, the near term and the longer term future that you envision for Bitcoin?
Oh my gosh. This thing's going to hundreds of thousands of dollars per coin, Charles. I mean, the US government is in so much debt. The way I think about Bitcoin's price equals technology plus fiat liquidity. So it's going to go up because it's innovative tech and it's better money. But what really shoots it up at a neck-breaking pace is when our government is tens of trillions of dollars in debt and has to roll that debt over. So they got a lot of money to print and financial assets are going to soar. And Bitcoin goes up the most because it's the hardest to make more of. It's over, man. This thing's going to the moon. You know,
so interesting, too, because it's not just the U.S. I was just reading today, globally, these countries, these advanced nations and all this fiat currency are going to have to spend $2 trillion on the interest alone, and they won't stop spending, Jack. They just won't stop spending money, and it's coming back to haunt them, and it's coming back to maybe people realizing fiat currency is not the place to be, huh?
Charles, this would be my message to America. Give me a second on this one. Guys, the U.S. government's got about $10 trillion over the next 2 years to roll over, refinance. That's debt. Our country's in debt. It's a huge problem. They got three options. One, they could pay it back. It's not a real option because we don't got the money. We're broke. Two, our government could come out, Charles, and say, you know what, guys, we screwed up. After World War II, we changed the way money worked. We got off the gold standard. We issued debt all over the place. We got way too cocky. And actually, all of our banks don't have your money. They're insolvent. All the airlines you fly and travel on aren't actually good businesses that should be in business. Healthcare shouldn't actually be free. We screwed up. We piled on so much debt and screwed up the younger generation, right. And we're in huge trouble. So we're going to have to let everything fail and reset this country. Now, they're not going to do that, are they, Charles? They have a third option, which is unique to the government. They could print the money that they're missing. And when they print the money that they're missing, they're stealing from all the people that hold U.S. dollars. And so what they'll do, they'll have to do is print dollars. And the only way to save yourself is own not dollars. And that's when you see things like the S&P 500 and gold and Bitcoin soar. And so that's what's going to happen over the next 2 years. They got to print 3 times more than they did during COVID.
I love your enthusiasm, Jack. We're going to bring you back. We really do love your enthusiasm and your message. Thanks a lot for sharing it with us. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, honey.
All right, buddy.
So what did you think of the clip? Was Charles really trying to usher Jack to stop talking or usher him off stage if this was an award ceremony? It's really tough to tell, but I do want to shout out Fox Business for continuing to have on Michael Saylor, Anthony Popliano, and Jack Mallers to talk about Bitcoin. My only hope is that in the future, they also start to dive into the problems that the government has with debt. Because whether it's blue or red or Republican or Democrat, it does seem that the United States government is going to continue, as Jack called out, option number 3, to print its problems away. As always, be sure to follow us on social media at More Than Blockchain, and please be sure to subscribe to the pod. Thanks.